Hi, and welcome to my The Naked Gun movie review. So, Naked Gun is directed by Ava Schaefer. Okay, I hope I pronounced the name right. Starring Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, Kevin Durant, Danny Hudson. August 1st, 2025, 85 minutes. Okay, like an hour and 25 minutes. 42 million was the budget. Okay. 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb. 91% from the critic on Rotten Tomatoes. 77% from the audience. Okay, now they call it popcorn meter. Okay, now when I saw that they're making another one, I'm like, another remake, another reboot, another sequel. 20, 30 years later, I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, but it's supposed to be like a sequel to the third Naked Gun movie, and I've been watching the last 2 or 3 days watching and reviewing the Naked Gun trilogy for the last 2 or 3 days, and I gotta tell you, I still prefer the Naked Gun trilogy. Okay, this still good. I like it, but I didn't like it as much as everyone else. Everyone else making out this has to be a masterpiece. Okay. Um, okay. The first Naked Gun movie, to me, it's the funniest. Okay. If you like Naked Gun movies, then I prefer you watch Three Stooges. Okay. And Three Stooges is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I grew up watching Three Stooges. I grew up watching Curly, Big Order in the Court. Are you giving me the double talk? Will you sit down? Okay, that's hilarious, okay? I can watch that over and over again, okay? I'll murder you. Oh yeah, okay? Um, but there were a couple things in here that I found funny. Um, um, like I like the references uh, that 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 call back to the original trilogy, like O.J. Simpson, um, okay, Frank Drebin, the picture of Leslie Nelson, okay, um, and then the other guy, who was the other guy? George Kennedy, okay, and then Priscilla Presley, she had one cameo, and then Weird Al had 2 cameos, one in the movie and one uh, at the end of the credit. That's why it's good, in my opinion. I highly recommend every time you go see a movie, whether it be a comic book movie, action, horror, sci-fi, romance, doesn't matter. You stay to the very end, okay? And I know I heard before people said uh, Iron Man 2008 started the end credit scene, and people movies after that are copying it. I'm like, no, the movies before Iron Man 2008 they had end credit scene like uh, Wayne World 2, okay, uh, with them picking up the trash after the concert, and the naked Indian crying, or Napoleon Dynamite, the wedding scene, okay? That's just 2 uh, examples. I could probably find other movies way before 2008 Iron Man movie that had an end credit scene, okay? Uh, okay? Now, um, just because a movie have a high score from critic doesn't mean it's a good movie. And just because a movie make a lot of money doesn't mean it's a good movie. Like Jurassic Park always make a lot of money. All the sequel. Okay, to me, bunch of the sequels Jurassic Park are stupid, and they all make a lot of money. A lot of the Transformer movies they make a lot of money. To me, that's stupid. Okay, and there are a lot of movies I like that get in the 70s, 60s, and 50s. I think they're underrated, and I think they should be like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And Home Alone 1 and 2, okay? Home Alone 1 and 2 are like an A or A plus movie. I watch them every December. Get me in the mood for Christmas spirit. Okay? Okay, I heard some people say that they have they haven't laughed in a long time in the theater. I'm like, well, I laughed a few times in this movie. It's not a bad movie. I thought it was just okay, but the last few times I laughed a lot or really good was the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Okay, and I can't wait for Sonic 4, and I'll be sad and disappointed if who don't come back. Jim Carrey. I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. I grew up with Jim Carrey. I would love it. Be happy if Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell were in a movie. I think they were in like one SNL skit, okay, where they're like bobbing their head. That was funny, okay. But okay, in my opinion, I find Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy more funny because Jim Carrey. Okay, and I think I find the Naked Gun trilogy more funny, especially the first one. Okay, the fourth one, I think I like it as much as like the second one. Okay, and to be honest, I would rather watch the Naked Gun 2025 over the new Superman. I didn't like it. I thought it was dumb and boring. And also the new Jurassic World movie or Jurassic Park, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so if those three movies were laid out and we had to pick one to watch again, Jurassic World Rebirth or Superman 2025 or The Naked Gun 2025 with Liam Neeson, I would pick the new Naked Gun movie. Okay. And here are my tickets. I started at 7:55 on Saturday night on August 2nd, and then when I went and saw it, they gave me a Naked Gun poster. And also, I wonder how many people got a Naked Gun poster. And also, I wonder if it's gonna lead into a trilogy, like if they're gonna make two more. Okay. And the only comedy movie that I'm really worried about, I'll be really upset if they butcher it, and more likely they probably will, because they butchered everything. It's Spaceball. I'm a big Spaceball fan. That's one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. If I had to only pick like 10 comedy movies to watch of all time, I can only watch for the rest of my life, Spaceball would be up there with like the Rainbow movie, like one of the Austin Power movies. Okay, Dumb and Dumber probably the first Dumb and Dumber. But yeah, okay. I'm like, how can you make a Spaceball 2 without John Candy? He died. He dead. But I thought it was okay. Had some good laughs. Okay. Uh, I need to. I probably need to watch some more Liam Neeson movies instead of the Chin and Leia Taken movie and Phantom Menace. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. So, how many people that went and saw this movie seen the trilogy? And you did see the trilogy and the new one, how would you rank it? For me, I would say the first one is the best, then the third one, then it would be a tie between the second and fourth one. Okay? So I'm gonna give the Naked Gun 2025 with Liam Neeson a C. Okay? I had a couple good laughs. Okay, but they didn't all land with me. Like a bunch of reviewers that I watch review this movie, they act like this is a masterpiece. I'm like, no. I rather watch Napoleon Dynamite. I think that's a masterpiece. I laugh my head off when I watch Napoleon Dynamite. I laugh my head off when I watch Austin Powers. Yeah, baby, yeah. Okay. Uh, Out of all the Naked Gun movies, I think the first one is the fun one. Okay. So thank you for watching, and until next time.